Hey, good morning. So today is Friday, May 1st, 2020. That's right, it's the first day of May. Look, we are so close to being finished with school this year. You are almost finished with kindergarten. How cool is that? So if you do not have your Friday workout, go ahead and get that out for me. I am still in my sock monkey, and so hopefully you have enjoyed having something a little bit different this week. And we're going to finish up today. Today's Friday. It's the last day of the week. We're going to finish this up. And then that's it for this week. And then we'll start working on the following week. Don't forget, if you have any questions, give me a call, text, or send me a message. I love you. Go ahead and get out your work, and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so you have a few papers for Friday. So we're going to go ahead and work on our handwriting paper first. So go ahead and get out your handwriting paper. You have one with the little baby in the cradle, and then you have another one that is a number handwriting. So go ahead and get those two out. Let's look at the one with the baby first. Your first one is capital O and little o all the way across. It's only 3 times. You don't have to give me an extra. House 2 says, Liz got a cute doll. So look, that's actually a baby doll. And that's Liz. So you're going to trace it, write it on house 3, don't forget your period. House 4 says the doll can cry, period. And you're going to trace it and write it on house 5. So that doll can actually cry. How many of you girls, or maybe you boys, have a doll that can cry? Oh my goodness. So somebody gave Lila a doll for her 5th birthday that you can actually feed it. And it has to wear a diaper. And Lila, it can change the diaper on this doll. I know. It's funny. Go ahead and laugh at me. But so if you have a doll that can cry, that's pretty cool. This one is a doll that can cry, Liz's doll. But don't get Lila one, okay? Don't do that. I don't want to hear another baby cry. Don't do that. Okay, turn it over to the back. Let's see what you got on the back of this one. So on the back of Liz here is some more toys. And house 1 says, Mom made a coat, period. Write that on house 2. House 3 says, the coat just fits the doll, period. And you're going to write that on house 4. So here's the coat that Mom made for the doll. Did not make it for Liz, but made it for the doll. So on your number one, remember that we don't trace theirs. They slant their numbers a little bit, and we don't do that. So don't trace their numbers, but you're going to write the 80s family, the 90s family, and you're going to stop at 100. So write 100 2 times. Now that's on the front and the back. So the front and the back has the 80s family, the 90s family, and then stopping at 100, writing 100 twice. If you do this really nice and neat, then you don't have to do the back. But if you need to do the back, if you need to practice some more, or Mom and Dad want you to practice some more because your handwriting needs a little bit of work, please do the back for them. Be very sweet and do it with a smile, okay? Be diligent in your work and go ahead and practice the back. Remember that when you're writing numbers, you're going from the ceiling all the way down to the red carpet. There are no numbers in the basement, so no numbers should be past that red carpet. Don't forget to use that dotted line if you have numbers that need to use the dotted line. Okay, that is all for your handwriting for today, but you have a couple of more papers. You have a phonics paper for sure, and I think maybe a math paper. So go ahead and get out the rest of your papers. We're going to look at those next. Okay, so you actually did not have another math paper. I think I was thinking of your graded papers. So you had a graded paper for today. So I put all of your graded papers together. So you don't have to do it today. You can do it whenever Mom and Dad want you to do it at. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of. So on your phonics paper today, though, it's good practice. You're practicing reading a sentence. These pictures right here explain about the sentence. So it says to circle the sentence that goes with the picture. It says to circle the sentence. It does not say to match. So you're going to circle the sentence. So this is a car. Remember what this thing is? That's a ham. And then this is a bus. So you're going to circle the sentence that goes with these pictures. Down here on number 2, it says to mark the vowels. I see a couple of special sounds in there, so that's good practice to circle those special sounds before you mark the vowels, and then try to read those words. Let's look in the back of that. On the back, it has a paper like we had yesterday. It says to circle the picture, which has this special sound in the box. So the difference is on this one is this picture, these pictures today, those special sounds aren't just the beginning sounds, okay? So you have to remember that special sounds can be in the beginning of the word, they can be in the middle of the word, and they can be at the end of the word. So yesterday's paper had you circling the beginning one. Today it just says to circle the picture that has that special sound in it. So let's look at the pictures first and then figure out which ones have those special sounds. Okay, so if you need to get out that B-book for this, you can, but you really don't need it because I'm going to be here helping you with that special sound. But I'm going to leave it up to you of which picture to circle, okay? Okay, let's look at our pictures and special sounds and see what they're asking us to do. So on your first one here, it says or. So remember OR says or as in, that's right, morning. OR says or as in morning. So let's look at your first picture. I'm sorry, this one is horse, horse, orc, fork, and shirt, shirt. So which two have the special sound or in them? Bentley, can you help me out? Yeah, if you said horse and fork, you're right. So those are the two that you need to circle. Okay, this one is the IR says as in bird, IR. So you have a bird, you have a girl, and you have a ball. Circle the two that have the special sound This one, AR, says R as in stars, AR. So you have a bat, you have an arm, and you have a jar. So circle the two that have the special sound R. OU says ow as in out, OU. So you have clouds, you have a bowl, and you have a mouse. Circle the two that have the OU sound, the ow in there. Number 3 says to circle the special sounds. Does not say anything about marking the vowels. Okay, so because it doesn't say anything about marking the vowels, you don't have to do that. But if you want to do it for extra practice, remember that if it's one vowel, it usually says it's short sound, mark it with a smile. If it's 2 vowels, the first vowel says it's long sound, and the second vowel is silent, so we slash it. Okay, if you want to mark the vowels, you can, but that's not what the directions tell you to do. But since I'm not going to be actually helping you mark this in class, it's a good idea to practice if you want to. So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't want to do any of that, don't worry about it. Just mark your special sounds. Okay? Okay, you have one more paper, and it is kind of a fun paper. Okay, so let's look at the last paper that you have. Okay, I'm going to switch it around so that you can see this one a little bit better. So this is your last paper today. It's a Think and Learn paper. It says to help the fawn find its way back to its mother and then color the pictures. So this is a fawn. Remember that a fawn is a baby what? A baby deer. So here's the fawn. Remember that you can't go through animals or trees or plants or webs, but you have to find its way back to the mom. So to the doe here. So use your finger first and then find your way back to its mother, and then do then you can do your marker or your pencil. Now remember, it says to color. I'm not worried about your coloring, I'm worried about your pencil work. So there's nothing on the back, so you can draw a picture if you want, but you don't have to. Now here's the thing about coloring. So Lila has been having her own work at home also. So she has her pre-K4 work that she's been doing at home while you're doing your kindergarten work at home. So to make it a little more interesting for her, I've been letting her use not only crayons, but she's been able to use markers that we have at the house too. So we don't always get to use markers in class, do we? No, usually you get to use them at recess because we don't have enough markers for everybody to use at your tables. So I've been letting her use markers. Now you can also use paint if you have paint at home and mom says it's okay. You can use paint to color your pictures. You can use markers to color your pictures. You can use colored pencils to color your picture. We have a lot of colored pencils at school, but again, usually y'all only use those at recess. So if you have markers or colored pencils or paint, have fun with it. If you want to color it and mom says it's okay, use one of those to color your pictures with. It does not have to be crayons, okay? You are at home, so you can change these lessons up to however you need to at home. Now at school, we have a different way of doing things, but that's okay. You're at home right now. So if mom wants you to do something a little bit different, or dad or grandma, whoever's helping you with this, do it differently, okay? It's okay to show them how we do it in class. That's okay, because you have been so amazing all year knowing exactly how to do things in class of how Miss Palmer does it, how I do it. But remember, just like if you had a sub, not everybody's gonna do it how I do it, right? Mom and dad and grandma or brother and sister, whoever's helping you, they're not gonna do it exactly like I do it. So do it how how they want you to do it, but just make sure that you're following how I'm telling you that it needs to be done. I'm giving you the directions and I'm helping you out on it because it's good practice. And if they have any questions, I'm always available, because guess what? I am here to serve you and your family. So give me a call if you need anything, especially on those graded papers. I cannot wait to see how you do on those graded papers, and I cannot wait to see your pajamas if you had any pajamas this week. Don't forget about our Zoom meeting on Friday. It's going to start at 2 o'clock. Okay, so I've already sent mom and dad, or whoever's email address I had, I already sent them the link for that. So hope that you can join us on Zoom this Friday at what time? 2 o'clock. Okay, I'll see you then. I love you, and I am going to be praying for you all week long.